Hey everyone, Aziza here. If you're a health professional with a practice or a health entrepreneur or a health service provider who carries a burden of responsibility and has to face several tasks at the same time, and you work hard and you want to avoid burnout, or maybe you have already experienced one and you don't want to go through that again, this video is for you. Please watch this video because I am about to share with you the first of the three elements that trigger burnout that you probably never learned in school. And I want you to be aware of them so that you can enjoy a better life-work balance, because you deserve it. You deserve to live happily and fulfilled. So let me share with you, as a health professional myself, because I've been there, I had a burnout myself. You have probably been taught that a health professional is a strong person, a strong individual, caring and dedicating yourself to your patients and customers. And you probably know it's true. Yes, you're a strong individual, but it's not quite enough for you in the way you imagined your day-to-day at work and how it can impact your life at home. But if you are at that point where you are exhausted and completely detached and insensitive to your patient's suffering, and you lost the energy to pursue your mission and enjoy your work, just enjoy it, it's not too late. Don't worry. But listen very carefully to how working too much and struggling in your relationship with work can trigger a burnout and hold you back from living happily and fulfilled. Burnout is a work-related condition, and I repeat it again, a work-related condition that can stop you from living your purpose to provide care, support, and protection to your customers and patients. And this week, in the 4-part video series, we are discussing how to recognize and control these three elements that trigger burnout so that you can achieve balance in your life. And when I talk balance and I talk about how to create balance, I talk about work-life balance. Let me share with you the first of the three elements that cause burnout, specifically for you health professionals. The first one is the job task profile. What do I mean by that? The job task profile. It's the job demand versus control versus how you control the job demand. Do you relate to that? You know, the behavior of health providers in the workplace and their state of mind. It is very important and crucial because that behavior is what prevents you from having a burnout. And it is important to make sure you are behaving the right way. You are protecting yourself. So the behavior that really creates burnout is when you're too demanding with yourself. It's also when the feeling that the effort you make is not enough, or even you think it's insufficient. I mean, you're judging yourself all the time. It's the way you are looking at yourself and what you're doing. It's the way you perceive your work and your effort at work. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? No, maybe I should do more. So, there is also this maybe the feeling of being incompetent. Sometimes you can have lack of sense of personal accomplishment. You don't feel you are accomplishing anything because you feel so detached, so exhausted that you think you're not competent anymore. You lose that sense of recognizing yourself. There is also the fact that you don't feel appreciated for what you do. Maybe nobody tells you, this is a good job. I'm talking the leadership skills from your supervisor, maybe your boss. There is no leadership skills around you. Someone to tell you, you are doing well, keep going, you're good. on the shoulder. Maybe you have too many responsibilities, or you've taken too many. You feel when you get to work that you have so much to do that you just can't do it, that you can't accomplish all those tasks during the time frame you have. It's too much for the time you have. Sometimes also you accept positions that are not in accordance with your competence. You take more than what you can afford. Maybe because you need the job, you need more money, maybe because you think you can do it and actually you're not. But in fact, you don't have the ability to do it. It's like, the competence to do it, because maybe this is not your field, or this is not what you really want. So we see here that employees and collaborators in the workplace, you don't realize the negative impact of all this on your performance. You just don't, because you don't stop to look at it. And then errors happen, and then they multiply, the productivity decreases more and more. And what I mean by productivity is that the tasks are not done. You just see them there, but you can't do it. They can't be accomplished during a day. And that can bring, and oftentimes it brings, a decrease in motivation and creates bad attitude. Sometimes in the health industry, you go to the emergency and you look at the nurses, and the nurses are running left and right. And the nurse is so exhausted that they just don't have time to look at the patient and to be compassionate and say, oh, how are you? How do you feel? Can I help you? They just want to get the tasks done. The most important ones. Because insensitivity is getting there. There is no more time to that connection with the patient. Because what you're doing it because you care. You care about others, and that's why you are a health professional. But you didn't know that the exhaustion will stop you, and the burden of responsibilities, they will make you lose that part of you. And that's why you feel like you're not doing your job. You're not accomplishing enough, always judging yourself. Because the reason why you are working in health industry is not fulfilled. The mission, your purpose, your mission is not fulfilled. But there is a way. There is always a way to stop this from happening. It's to get back to what matters. It's to stay centered. It's to go back to the present moment, to your inner self. Connect to that. It's when you know what's good for you and you stop to help yourself, to give yourself self-care. That's when burnout doesn't happen. It's when you say, no, I can't do more in that time frame. This is what I can do, not more than that. When you stand up for what you want, for yourself, for your patients, that's the moment you say no to burnout. And I ask you to stay tuned. Watch the next video to learn how to prevent burnout and overcome this mental illness, to create work-life balance and thrive as a health professional, because you deserve it. And if you are still with me at the end of this video and you like more on exactly what to do, a clear guide on how to build happiness and enjoy the freedom to create a work-life balance, it's yours free. So comment #guide and I will make sure to get it to you. In the meantime, hit like if you liked the video so I am aware and you can keep getting quality mindset growth tips. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.